Hey, Justice Warriors, good afternoon. It is Monday still, November 21st, just about almost 10 after 12. So, I wanted just to make a quick one here and just to hit home a couple of ideas that I've been putting out in the last end of last week and this morning. So, the end of last week and this morning, I mentioned about the list of about 30 things that Trinity's case has in common with Kylie Rodney's case, or as I like to say, Ms. Trinity Backus and Ms. Kylie Rodney. And in all of those 30 things, I forgot to mention the 1030. So, if you want to go back to the tapes, I think from Friday, is where I listed close to 30 things. And then I thought of a couple of things later and I am pretty sure did not mention the 1030 at all, which, was very hilarious to me because that was kind of where it started. It's like another 1030, another 1030. So, um, corruption is everywhere. It's nothing unique to Northern California or Nevada County. It's everywhere and it's age old and it's very, very tough to fight against. So you guys probably remember the name Elliot Ness. He went down in history for fighting against the mafia. And, it's always the same old story, just different characters. So I wanted to hit home again a couple of movies that I keep mentioning again and again. And if you haven't seen these movies yet and you want to really wrap your mind around the whole horrible tragedy with Kylie Rodney, that sure could have been a drug overdose, sure could have been a lot of things, but watch the movie Chinatown. I was speaking to that one earlier today. Chinatown is modern day classic, all right? Absolute modern day classic with Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. Another one that is much more contemporary than that. And, most people have seen Chinatown or heard of Chinatown, but Alpha Dog is not nearly as commonly come across. And I've spoken about Alpha Dog quite a bit. That's the Justin Timberlake movie about Jesse James Hollywood and the 15-year-old boy. I think his name was Nick Rabinowitz or something like that. Nicholas, the 15-year-old boy that was kidnapped and then killed 3 days later. And when they kidnapped him, it was almost kind of a joke. They weren't really planning on harming him. But, kidnapping's never a good idea. So I bring that movie up again and again because I think that exactly what happened in that real life case with Jesse James Hollywood and his rival's little brother, I think that Kylie Rodney's case could be so parallel to that. I think that she could have been abducted and survived for the first few days of the time that she was missing. So I'm going to beg of you, if you really want to understand the whole Kylie Rodney tragedy, to watch Chinatown, watch Alpha Dog. Those will hit it home. And then the other one that I've brought up from the beginning, and this was like when I first was really discovering the stuff about David Robertson. Is it Robinson or Robertson? I think it's Robertson. When I first discovered about his history of owning the water companies in the Tahoe area and all of what was going on and all the lawsuits that I was seeing online and just the mad mess of tangled webs and hassles and harsh harsh reality. It made me think of this cute cartoon that I watched with my kids a few years ago with Johnny Depp starring in it. And you guys have probably heard me talk about Rango. So Rango is an adorable animated show that is pretty much the same plot as Chinatown, but it might be more entertaining for some of us to watch. Anyway, I've really been wanting to go back and rewatch Ringo because when I saw it a few years ago, it was kind of monumental to me. It had never really occurred to me all of the corruption wrapped up in water, in the control of water. So those water rights are crucial, absolutely crucial to the grow operations, whether they're legal grow operations or illegal grow operations. And in California, other than the Lake Tahoe area, I mean, the whole state has been in a drought for decades. It's a serious, serious issue. So, I think that that's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with the cartel, we're dealing with the drugs, and we're dealing with water rights. I think it's that simple. So, oh, and everything I say is my opinion only. So, let's look at my notes and see. Yeah, there is another thing I wanted to mention or wanted to ask a question. How many coincidences, how many inconsistencies, and how many discrepancies does it take to make a sham a sham? All right. Discrepancies, inconsistencies, and coincidences between Ms. Kylie Rodney's case, Miss Trinity Backus's case. These two gorgeous teenagers, how sad. They had their whole lives ahead of them. So many firsts to look forward to and you know, just gone like that. So again, I'm going to ask to please hit the thumbs up, the sub, share, all that good stuff if you feel so inclined. Also, just to reiterate that everything I say is my opinion only, purely for the sake of conversation and discussion, and hopefully education, and perhaps even a little bit entertaining at times. Um, just the nature of YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great afternoon. Take really good care of yourself. Eat well, exercise, chillax, be kind, and keep healthy boundaries with people. When people are not being cool with you, just keep them at a distance. Yeah, no. Anyway, on that, I'm going to say peace out, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.